All right, for our Russophonia project, we chose Latvia with the song Berman Lami by Tautumeitas.
The Tautumeitas are a group ethnically from Latvia. They'll be representing Eurovision. They'll be representing Latvia in Eurovision this year with their song Berman Lami. Berman Lami is a song that means bring me happiness. It is sung in the traditional Latvian tongue and is really about liberation, nature, and happiness. The Tautumeitas are a group that was formed in 2015 with their debut album in 2018. It's an ethno-pop group that is made up of all women and originates from Latvia.
Yeah, and in their lyrics, they imitate Latvian dainas, which are short forms or music or poetry.
Latvian history. First inhabited by the Baltic people in 3000 BC, or the Finno-Ugarian people. Latvia was mostly made up of like small settlements, no big cities, lots of forested land. That changed with the arrival of European Christians that made the first larger settlements, and including the capital of Riga at the center of the country, which is mostly wooden buildings still today. During that time and later on, the Vikings plagued the coastline of Latvia, but the Latvians were seen as equal opponents and just as ruthless. Latvia during that time was also called Lovenia, as it was combined with Lithuania and Latvia against the Baltic coastline. It's seen conquests by Germans, Russians, Polish, and the Danish. Up until World War I, it had occupied forces of both Russia and Germany on either side of it, and was fighting many wars with them. It gained its own independence in 1920, and for about 2 decades, until 1940, they were an independent state until in beginning of World War II, the Hitler Pact Soviets invaded and they became part of the USSR. Ultimately, it gained independence again after the USSR collapsed in 1991. The politics of Latvia are not too complicated. After the collapse of the USSR, they really started to build on some of the classic democracy things we have here in the USA with equal rights to everyone, but they really struggled to find a good political group and have 2 parties at the center. It was really a diverse political landscape with many people fighting for power. They didn't really have a solid and stable political climate until around 2004, where they have a prime minister, but their economics are doing well. It's rising, GDP is rising until 2008, when the prime minister resigns after the collapse of the economy, with the crisis there. Now, after 2 more presidents, the new government in 2023 is very promising.
Yeah, and moving on to geography. Latvia is mostly lowlands, with most of the land is 200 meters above sea level, so very, very low, of course. It's very densely forested with mostly pine trees. There's thousands of lakes and rivers and vast access to the Baltic Sea with 498 kilometers of coastline. The resources include wood and wood products, and that's their largest export. They also have a large mineral industry, and peat, natural plant matter, is widely used in horticulture and agriculture. That's another huge export for Latvia. They have luxury resources like amber, which is used for fine jewelry. Some of the main cities are, as Ned mentioned, Riga, which is the capital city. It is the political, economic, and cultural center, founded in 1201. It's renowned for its preserved amazing beauty, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Daugavpils Daugavpils, something like that. In southeastern Latvia is another city. It's on the banks of the Daugava River. It's a large rail and train city, a large industrial hub, and very political. And some associate this with the large Russian population and their conflict with their political views and also cultural conflicts. And Liepāja is a port city on the western coast of Latvia. It suffered heavy damage in the world wars. Its location on the Baltic Sea makes it a hub for important industry and shipping, of course. Since Latvia's NATO admission in 2004, it has become a popular summer holiday destination for foreign European tourists. It also has beautiful beaches that are known for their unusually fine white sand due to high amounts of quartz. And culture and demographics. Most of Latvia is actually Lutheran at 36.2%, followed by Roman Catholics and Orthodox Christians. The languages are mainly Latvian, of course, at 56.3%, and then followed by Russian at 33.8%. Ethnicities as of 2021 include a majority Latvian at 62.7%, Russians at 24.5%, followed by a small amount of Belarusians, Ukrainians, Polish, etc. The amount of Ukrainians within Latvia has been increasing since the war, as many have been displaced. A fun fact is that Latvia's alcohol consumption outranks almost all, if not all other countries, at 12.2 liters of pure alcohol consumed on a year on average, which is nearly 3 1/3 gallons of pure alcohol. In terms of entertainment and cultural products, they're known for their many theaters, opera houses, and concert halls with traditional and international music. Ice hockey is a popular sport, and Latvia is very well known for their food products like great rye bread and gray peas, very appetizing. Also, they're known for their jewelry making, wood carving, pottery, and traditional weaving.
All right.
And that's pretty much
That's
it.
Latvia in Berman Laimi.
Hope you guys enjoyed the song.
Thank you.